What up, goblins? What up, goblins? Welcome to another stream where we let the absolutely cursed wheel decide our fate. Last stream we didn't spin the wheel once because I was so stuck on trying to prepare for Duriel, and then we never actually made it. We made it to Duriel, but then I had to leave in a hurry. So today we're taking down Duriel, and then we spin one more. Yeah, and looking at the wheel, there are basically only bad stuff left. I mean, no mercenary is a death sentence. No summoned minions, I could probably deal with that. Would basically lose Grim Ward, which, actually, now that I say it out loud, that did help us with physical immunes in this act. No crafted gear is the only real, is the only true freebie, because I can't use the cube anyway. Oh, you can't see my mouse pointer on that window, I wonder why. It should capture my cursor, alright, whatever. So, let me talk about something real quick at the very start. Zarfen, why are you using a barbarian mercenary with frenzy and iron skin when you're not allowed to use combat masteries or combat skills? Well, a bit of an oversight. I didn't consider that when we hired him. But I also, I changed the wording of the text here slightly, because the rule is not combat skills are banned, it's the third skill tree is banned. And I'm gonna let this slide, because I don't think the mercenary has skill trees. You could rule it either way, but I don't want to spend another 4-hour stream without progress, and I think I would rather try to push on to Duriel this stream. Hello everyone, hello. I've been speaking to myself. I predict the Duriel fight to...
I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
I predicted the real fight to consume the entire 4-hour stream. You never know. Oh, wow, thank you so much, Boogeyman, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Welcome to all new goblins. It is very generous of you. I will use the proceedings to kill Duriel. Hello everyone, greetings, greetings. Hello and good luck by easy fast Duriel kill. Easy fast on this character. Yeah, that's more like it. So, let's go to the stash and talk about prep. We have a lot of cool items, but no awesome items. I really like the makeover of the environment in the remaster. Sorry, I was gonna talk about items, then I saw that message. Me too, man. That's the reason. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I like to place myself in like new locations, like zoomed in, and start every stream, because I like it so much too. Like the like tiny attention to details. Well, here it looks like they got a little sloppy, you know, 2 boards, and they kind of just blend together, but yeah, there's so much to that we never used to see as kids, right? Because this was just a pixelated blur, but you can walk around and, you know, look at this nice cactus over here. All right, completely sidetracked 5 minutes into the stream. So, we have a bunch of pretty cool items, but nothing truly powerful. But here's my thinking. We never got the chance to try Duriel, but I think I will have to tank, and then Wolfgar has to deal the damage. Wolfgar has a Hustle Conquest sword and a Strength Conquest sword. Pretty cool that we found 2 bases of the same last time. He has Bulwark, Lifesteal, damage reduction. Actually, if I'm gonna tank anyway, maybe he doesn't need Lifesteal. Well, it's good to have some. And some mana regen. The problem is that Duriel will slow us both down, so we will be slowed, since Holy Freeze is a pain in the butt. But here's my plan. I'm gonna try and somehow tank, and then hope that Wolfgar can wear him down with Crushing Blow, basically. Duriel deals cold damage, but mostly physical damage. So I thought about that before. Like between streams, and I think that while this adds 50 cold res, I think we need String of Airs more. 14% physical damage reduction. I also think that it would be really nice to use Wiston's Guard because of the high block chance. Like 42% chance to block, and we can dump some points into Dexterity to increase that. That's gonna help a lot against the physical damage. Though, just swapping out those 2 items drops my cold resist to 60. Oh, sorry, minus 60. Important distinction. That's not great. Though, I made this in a hurry last stream. Hearth. Cold resist 49, cold absorb 15%. And then of course we have Ravenfrost, cold absorb 20%. It's still negative, which is bad, of course. But now our cold absorb 35%. That's pretty good. But I would like to get the cold resist higher. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do that. We need to find the Mosers. Mosers would be so good. Hope you kept the Sasabi's helm. Oh yeah, I would be surprised if I threw it away, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if I threw it away. No, it's still here. The full set is quite good. It's a Balrog skin and a... Is it a cryptic sword? Yeah, that could be pretty cool. But quite rare. What did I miss in the first 7 minutes? Not much. We're still in the intro. Yeah, 5 thawing pots. And actually, I saved those for Duriel, but 5 thawing pots is gonna last 2.5 minutes from... If I consume them instantly, they're gonna last 2.5 minutes. And that's not really gonna... I mean, the fight is gonna go longer than 2.5 minutes, right? So I actually think that these are not that impactful, unfortunately. Let's do our homework. Happy affiliate anniversary. Oh, thank you, Sunny. It's kind of funny. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I saw that, yeah. I've been a Twitch affiliate for 1 year, apparently. Thank you. Need a better weapon, if only axe at the moment. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna kill anything. What was I doing? Yeah, Duriel. D2... Oh, and I'm gonna make sure to show you what I'm doing. 1 minute. Main display.
Good day to you, partner.
There we go. And thank you, FredLeb2. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Oh, this is what I meant to show. Alright, Duriel in hell? Wow, this is a very big dump. Oh, he has 50% chance to block. That's bullshit. He has... Does it actually not show? Well, typical. Maybe it says here. In hell, level 6 Holy Freeze adds 35 to 40 cold damage. Well, so the cold damage is maybe almost insignificant then. That being said, I think Holy Freeze has been buffed since they wrote this information on the area at Summit. But alright, let's assume that the cold damage isn't that big of a deal, and let's try with our best physical damage mitigation. It's the slow and he's hitting like a truck, yeah. And it's also... I mean, the problem is that even though I have cannot be frozen twice now, but that's not enough against Holy Freeze, because Holy Freeze circumvents all of that. Well, actually, what if I finally make Shale... Am I out of Shale runes? No. What if I make Shale Thal Amn? Peace? The peace rune word? Because at the very least that's gonna get me 30 cold resist. Turn on globe numbers, please. Alright, thank you. And the reason they were off was that I created some screenshots. Shale Thal Amn. Yes. That seems like a good idea to me. Our last armor, but I mean, if we find a Lem rune, I'm sure we can painstakingly get another one. Shale Thal Amn. Peace, very nice. Level 15 Valkyrie. Then, yeah, we could also summon the Valkyrie before going into the fight, and then have the 30 cold res. It's something. And now that I removed a bunch of Arctics, we can remove the Arctic's gloves in favor of Magnus's skin. This looks good to me. Or actually, sorry, let me rephrase that. This looks as good as it's gonna get. Let's see if you have any suggestions or ideas. Time for Duriel dice and the wheelspin rule, which makes the game so easy. Yeah. And before I forget, Players 3. And I mean well, Players 3 was pretty alright to have in like normal and nightmare, but now we're in hell, it's just awful. I suggest black, but but yeah, that's true. Black is gonna be better than strength. That is true. Didn't I have another Thal rune? Oh, actually I used it in here. So I had 2 Thal runes, but then I used one of them. Well, now I can't make black anymore. My bad. But I'm counting on Valfgar to do most of the damage. Can always make Ancient's Pledge for resistances. I do have Ancient's Pledge for resistances. But I think I want the Wisdom Scar for block chance instead, specifically against Mephisto, Duriel. And actually, oh, this is a 2-piece, nice. Orphan's Call, but no partial set bonuses and plus 35 life as the only set bonus. But before we do any of this ambitious bug squishing, we need to farm full rejuvenation potions. Because right now we have none. And that seems a little bit crazy. We come for the banter and theory crafting, stay for the torture. Does black having corpse explosion count as fire damage? I'm gonna say no. Because it doesn't actually put fire damage on any of our characters until we use it. For example, Obedience, that doesn't work because you can't stop the enchant from triggering, I think. We could have used the Gull for Rift for Iron Maiden charges. Yeah, I kind of regret putting the Gull rune in the stupid bow. Well, it was kind of funny, but now I regret it because it could probably have been used for something. One. Let's try and use find item on the elites. And then use find potion on the rest. Oh, see, lots of purple already, nice. Wow, that's a lot of full rejuves. You have to hit the guys to proc Valkyrie. Oh, I guess I should start doing that. Because it might take some time to actually hit 50 enemies. So I could do it now, rather than later. So I don't have to do it right when we go to Duriel. Yeah, man, he's so fast now with once, what's it called? Burst of speed procs. He's so damn fast. Oh, big pack. Unfortunately, I had to use one of the full rejuves to survive there. Well, at least it felt like I did. Maybe I didn't. That's debatable, I guess. There's another shaman somewhere. Okay, 2 shaman. So how many full rejuves do you reckon we need before we give it a try? Well, I guess that is the big question, because maybe we need a completely full inventory of them at some point. My chance to it is so bad. Nice level up. You should be Oh, here she is. I appreciate that she came back. Farm another TP tome so you can use portal strats if needed. Maybe. Maybe we need to do that. And part of me is starting to question whether I should maybe start putting points into battle orders again rather than Warcry synergies, as crazy as that sounds. And like purely because that I might need the defenses more than I need the damage. How crazy is that? So I have 2 full rows of full rejuves, then I have 4 small ones. A TP is like a full rejuve, but you can stack them. All right, Kumadri, now you're you know how to convince a grindy loot goblin. That is true. Yeah, actually, I never thought about it like that before. But you are definitely right. Town Portal Scrolls is actually better than... or Town Portal Tomes is better than... rejuves. How many do you need? All of them. Yeah, how many we need? Yes, yeah. Ooh, alright, here we go. Valkyrie. I mean, maybe we got lucky. Unfortunately, there's no way to know, right? But maybe the Valkyrie spawned with, like, maxed cold resistance and a bunch of damage, like damage reduction or super high defense, so she can maybe tank for us. Time to run out to cloister. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing then. I just need to test something. If I remove the armor, does the Valkyrie die? No, it doesn't. No, she doesn't. Alright, good to know. She might despawn though in a while. I seem to recall something like that. And I mean, I would like to use the piece for the cold res anyway. Holy moly, what are those crazy rules? Yeah, well, it started out alright, but then things turned like bad very quickly. So now we're currently farming rejuvenation potions. But I actually kind of don't want to fight Bishiboshi. So we're gonna go and look for another tome. I thought it started out very poorly already. That first... Ah, that's true. Okay, that's true. It started out pretty bad and then only got worse. Thank you, thank you. So I guess this is all kind of like the Twitch channel's birthday in a way. And my YouTube channel's birthday is coming up. Well, it's like 2 months, I guess. I think I started in November. Some years ago. Oh, sorry, just gotta take this. Alright, let's do that. Let's go to the outer cloister. Actually, isn't it the barracks that where you find
This monastery reeks with evil and corruption.
Isn't it the barracks that has bookshelves, or do you get them in the in like the jail as well? Because I don't think you get them in the catacombs. Or are you saying that you can get them in the cloister themselves, like the inner cloister? Well, I'm saving and exiting because that bookshelf was kind of close and should be very easy to run. Bookshelf running. Welcome to Zarfen's channel. I guess now I despawn my Valkyrie, but that's fine. You can hear I'm raising my voice because I'm getting so excited that we're doing bookshelf farming. That was so stupid, man. I should add a run counter. Here we go. I did 1,000 bookshelf runs in Diablo 2. Peak gameplay. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that we already got it. Oh, damn, it's stacked with my current one. Okay, that's not good. That's very bad. What rune can I safely get rid of? Probably most of them, to be honest. I can safely get rid of 1 diamond. You have to pick it up manually. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that they stack. It's just that there were elites in the room that you can't scare away with Howl, so I got scared and ran. It's kind of tricky to decide what rune to get rid of, because I don't want to get rid of if, L, or F, because I might want to make another malice in the future. The same with Tyr. I might want to make another strength in the future. And like Tal, maybe I need to make a Tal weapon at some point. Unlikely, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. The wrong tone. But I mean, it's very easy to do. Yeah, I mean, I think 4 Tals is never gonna be better than Malice for stopping regen. But what if we ban rune words and we want to use Tal? 6 Talbow. I mean, I don't want to, but who knows? Maybe we need to do it. Some farm Episto, some farm Diablo, some farm bookshelves, yeah. So I should be very careful to not use a full rejuve. If I get in a really bad spot, I think it's better to save and exit the game. D2 Librarian Edition, yeah.
Greetings.
Well, I was gonna sell it, but I can't. Close. I don't think I will ever need a second identify book, but if I have it, why not save it for now? What did I miss? You only missed talking about my plan to defeat Duriel for like 10 minutes. Then we started farming potions. And then Kumadrin in chat had a brilliant idea of farming for a second tome of Town Portal instead of rejuves, because that is basically going to town. As stupid as it sounds, is basically a full rejuve. Actually, it's kind of like 2 full rejuves, because you can use it on your mercenary as well. Or it heals your mercenary as well. And of course, you can stack 20 of them on top of each other. Another scroll. I don't mind the scrolls, because even after we get the book, we need to also fill it. And of course, I'm not allowed to buy scrolls.
With evil and corruption.
I love your webcam border, so cool. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy with it too. I think it is the... Oh, I don't have the cube on me because I'm not allowed to use the cube. I think I took the heraldic cube and like photoshopped something together. Yeah, it's this frame from the heraldic cube. Whoa, all right, out there.
This monastery
Detour drip, yeah.
with evil and corruption.
This is the dumbest thing, but we're still watching. I love it, yeah. I love it. It's so great that you can find an audience for bookshelf running. Yeah, the no trading rule is tough, yeah, especially because I haven't been allowed to buy potions, which is not as big of a deal anymore. But because I can't use health potions anyway, and I can't buy rejuves. But yeah, it's been really annoying. And especially since we decided that it also should include no selling. I've been pretty strapped for gold. Show Merc here, please. Does not show on link. I am pretty sure that it shows up on the link, but I can show it to you anyway. 2 conquest swords. We found both last time. Strength and hustle. Bulwark. Heavenly garbage. Another Ko rune or a Lem rune to make a really solid armor rune word for the Merc could go a long way. Is peace better on Merc for faster attack speed to trigger Valk? Someone told me that the Merc can't trigger Valkyrie.
This monastery reeks with evil and corruption.
But it could still be pretty good on the Merc, because +2 to critical strike, that works on the Merc. So it's actually a pretty good armor anyway. But for the Duriel fight I wanted 30 cold rest because I'm gonna try to tank. But yeah, actually 2 critical strike on this guy, that's like gonna be, he's gonna have like 33% chance to deal double damage. So that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, that's true. We did find a tome right away, but I accidentally stacked it because I had it in the inventory already. And that was our 3rd ID tome. But then I didn't mind that stacking because I don't need like 5 ID tomes. And right now it doesn't really matter because the Valk won't be saved between games anyway. 4th tome? Getting a little unlucky with the tomes, I would say.
This monastery reeks with evil and corruption.
Yeah, mercenaries can trigger things like venom on themselves and also like fade. But I think the problem is that the mercenary can't have their own summons. I think that's how it works. But I'm actually not sure. We could give it a try at some point. Unless someone can 100% confirm. We should get it any minute now. Oh, here we go. Alright, double Tome of Town Portal. That's funny. And now I should be able to stack them, right? No, since both are full. Good. And then now we have a spare Tome of I. Well, actually, this is useless because I can identify at Kane. So I don't need to even waste stash space.
The order welcomes you.
All right, so now we should then farm. We should farm 16 the town portal scrolls as well. Then I guess we're just gonna get to farming. So in some ways, maybe we should keep farming the bookshelf because it's at least one guaranteed scroll every 30 seconds or something. Nice, so only a small one. Actually, I said that I didn't want to go to Bishiboshi, but actually, now that I think about it, Bishiboshi is the perfect target. I mean, Bishiboshi himself could perhaps deal some damage to us, but attacking his like his camp is gonna bring so many bodies to use Find Potion on. Oh, here we go, quick summon. Actually, we should try this now then. If I put that, if we swap armors for a while. I mean, he attacks so quickly that he should trigger it if he can. I could swear I saw a rejuvenation potion, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, that would be sick if we can have double Valkyrie. Of course, the problem is that I'm not exactly sure how to get back to Bishiboshi's camp, because I don't have the minimap. But the more I think about it, the mercenary having critical strike, plus 2 to critical strike, I'm pretty sure 2 to critical strike is either like 20 something, or it's either like 25 or 33% chance to deal double damage. Pretty significant. For how long has this challenge been going? I think this is the 8th stream. I think this is the 8th stream of this challenge. And they're all like 4 hours each, so quite some time. I guess I need to use Find Potion mid-battle, or they're just gonna resurrect all the small ones all the time. All the fallen. Well, already I can tell you that Valkyrie seems great to have. Having one more tank, and like level 15 Valkyrie, even without any of the synergies that the Amazon can give her, she seems pretty good. Alright, lots of potions. But I don't see that much purple. I see one down here. Is that all? Yeah. Full rejuve. I was just gonna say I probably have too many mana potions right now. I probably only want to carry like 4 into Duriel and then the 8 in the belt. A little bit unlucky, but it's fine. With rejuves, I mean. And not a single town portal scroll. At least I don't think so. I guess it's a bit hard to see. Well, she doesn't deal great damage, but she does help with the tanking. So there is another... Oh, here he is. I was gonna say there has to be another shaman somewhere.
I need mana.
Oh, here we go. 2 for reuse, thank you. Antidote. We're not gonna need it. We're soon done with Act 2. And we have defeated Andariel for the final time. I'm not sure if you caught that, but now the mercenary did use... or did trigger slow missiles from being hit. But I don't think he can trigger Valkyrie. And I saw someone wrote in chat also saying that they can't have their own summons. I'm resetting to... so I'm able to redo the Bishiboshi camp, but I should go heal.
Good day.
Thank you, Elbreddles. Kill Duriel to save TP scroll drop. Yeah, we could farm Duriel for TP scrolls, I guess. The summon minion pyramid scheme. Apparently they disabled Merc being able to summon in 1.11b because it would crash the game. Oh, so it was possible at some point. Well, I guess it's not possible if it crashed the game. Like, you could summon it, but then immediately it would crash the game then, I guess. Which seems not great. Ooh, oh, multi-shot. That's why he was such a scary enemy. Alright, now I summoned her. Because now I have the armor. I'm playing with fire, but I really do not want to use any of my rejuves. Alright, here we go. Ooh. I'm gonna run back to the... Oh, I missed another mini-boss. I'm gonna run back to the waypoint.
Hello.
Would a one with the Cripify charges or something help? The Cripify and the Amplify damage, neither of those can spawn as charges on wands. There are some uniques that have them, and they would certainly help. They would have helped a lot last stream when we grinded through the maggot lair against a bunch of Itchies? No, Locust. Well, the fly swarms that are immune to physical damage. Then they would have been really nice to have, but they simply do not exist, unfortunately. I guess we did find Spell Steal on some kind of recent run. And that would be pretty cool. Spell Steal has teleport charges and decrepify charges. Ooh, another elite. Another multi-shot guy. Got down. Rejuve, thank you. Ooh, another rejuve. I missed a TP scroll. Thank you. You're my eyes, chat. Thank you. My eyes when I can't see. Something something. The Metallica song. Ooh, double rejuve. More rejuves. I think that I'm kind of done or like happy with rejuves soon. And then I'm gonna go and try for some more scrolls instead. But I think a Duriel attempt is pretty close. But let's go and finish off the Fallen Camp one more time, if I can find it. We did not find the Monarch, unfortunately. Yeah, I have kind of stopped using Warcry as a spam skill. Because the mana situation is so annoying, and I don't shout very fast anyway. Well, now that I have the mana regen shrine. And also I said I didn't need that many healing potions or mana potions, but I do need a bunch of mana potions when we are getting to Duriel. So I'm gonna pick up a few more than I think I need for the fight. Do you accept Spirit Rune Word in a shield? Oh yeah. The shield will not have fire damage or lightning damage. I guess Spirit never has fire damage, but the shield won't have lightning damage, so that would be fine. But of course, a 4-socketed shield is a lot harder to get than a 4-socketed sword. I'm really playing with fire. Actually, I'm gonna drink a small one, because dying, I can't really afford dying either, because I don't have great finances, so I can't really afford to resurrect the Valkar more than necessary. Or actually, I probably can't really afford to resurrect him at all, actually. Maybe once. So that could also be a problem if I die. Oh, I can't find item on Bishiboshi. If I die and the fight, Or even if Valstar dies, we're gonna be in a bad spot. Just because I can't really afford to resurrect him.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, we're full. Well, actually, now we're full. Let's try for some... let's try for some more TP scrolls. And I'm not sure if it's better to farm the bookshelf, because that is like 1 drop every now and then. But if I find like some chests, I could find more at the same time. On the other hand, it's not guaranteed then. So maybe if I start to... oh, there we go. Maybe if I start to use find item more. Using find item for TP scrolls. Yeah. We could attempt burial with 25 rejuves. I think... like now we have 8, 9, 10, 11... and we have 20... oh, did you count? That's impressive. So we have like 25 full rejuves, then some small rejuves. And then also we have 26 town portal scrolls. And here's the thing, I am down to try it like this. I'm fine, you know, giving it an attempt. The problem is that each attempt is gonna drain all of our resources. So if I fail, it's gonna be so hard to get back to another attempt. And then time to farm a monarch. I mean, we do have access to high level areas. Let's do one more outer cloister run.
This monastery reeks with evil and
So we have an even 25, or actually, no, we have 26. I thought we had 24. Well, I'm gonna go check the bookshelf, and then we're gonna summon a Valkyrie, and then we're gonna try the real. Tome of Identify. Oh, finally. Last second. Ah, but now one of the other ones isn't stunned anymore. Collect enough gold for 3 Merc resurrections. What you are saying makes a lot of sense. But the problem is that grinding gold is so slow. I mean, do you want to farm more rejuves and drop them in Duriel's arena? I mean, I could farm them and put them in the stash. What is a good base spirit weapon? Where can I find an Am rune? You can find Am runes in normal, but the easiest place would be Nightmare Countess. A 4-socketed sword shouldn't be that hard to find. But you need to be Nightmare, sorry, I should have clarified. You need to be Nightmare to find a sword-socketed or socketed sword. Unless you want to use the cube or Larsuk to roll. But that might be a bit advanced if you're just starting to play. Better to save the Larsuk reward for something more impactful. Alright, here we go. We have the extra tank. We have the potions, we have the double tome of town portal. So now that we have a champion here, I'm kind of tempted to fight her, or let my let my crew fight her. I guess I'm not gonna fight her. But then we're going to Duriel. And do you remember last time, if you were here, what a struggle it was to reach Duriel? You had to go like back a really, how do you say, roundabout detour to get there. But I guess we're just gonna have to give it our best shot. Probably better to have more rejuves in the belt. Actually, I can do small rejuves in the first row, like so I can press one more guilt-free and not die because I get greedy with potions. It wasn't actually that bad. I can still recall the path. I can kind of recall the path. Like we had to... No, I mirrored, I think, but we had to go like... We couldn't go straight left or like this way. We had to go front and then like turn left, up, right, up, left, right, up, and then we found it. Something like that, right? Was generally left. Yeah, exactly. in the left... In the general direction of left. This way we could have a few more. Right, we don't need 2 stealth armors. So I can put the shield here.
I can't carry anymore.
This is so annoying.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I have a bunch of gold in the second stash tab. All right, so we probably this is still probably not 3, but it's 2 resurrections and some change. I do not think I will be able to kill Duriel with a bow. So actually maybe I should bring Malice for the open wounds. Yeah, I think this is the best we're gonna get. And then hope that our Valkyrie has a lot of cold resist. Diablo isn't Diablo without Tetris. True, true, true. Yeah, crystal sword or broadsword, but make sure you find them late in normal, because if you, for example, if you go to Act 2 in normal and buy a crystal sword from Drognan, that's not gonna be a high enough item level to get 4 sockets from Larsuk. And unfortunately, item level is a hidden stat that you can't actually see spelled out clearly in the game. So it is a little bit of a gamble. Unless you know exactly where you found the sword. And I remember it was this tomb, and of course that we can also just check. Alright. 27 town portal scrolls, nice. Alright. So I think we went this way. Or actually no, am I already wrong? Did we go in this direction? I think we went left, but then instead of going back down, we kept running up. Yeah, I'm going off of gut feel / memory now. And immediately I'm not in the right place. I might be confusing this tomb with one of the other tombs I got lost in. Yeah, this is not right, because we went on a big detour going round and round. I should clear the routes as much as I can in case things get really bad. You think so? Like, is there any chance... Like, I will open a safety portal. And actually, it looks like I have to use a portal right away. Before I even get there. But that is expected. I did count on having to use some healing on the way there. Gut feel plus memory. Yeah, but now I feel like we're going in the right direction. Ooh, this is nasty. Actually, we could take these guys down, but maybe we don't need to. They are healing. No, they are healing too much. If things get really bad, we could also just reset. We only spent one portal scroll so far. Now I'm guessing we're going here. And then it should be like down and then top left. Yeah, this looks like the right place. Yes, nice. I might be hearing some snakes though, which I do not like. No, it wasn't snakes, it was just mummies hissing.
Greetings.
Alright, a little bit closer than I would have liked, like my life total. And of course, we also need to open this. I did not do that last time. Ooh. Barbarian enters tomb and yells at ghosts, yeah. You should leave one gold breadcrumbs next time and hope that there's no goblin walking behind you. Yeah, imagine doing that in multiplayer, leaving a breadcrumb of 1 gold coins. And some other loot goblin just going behind you and picking them up. Alright, this is it. The world's slowest orifice. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna open a portal right away. Man, he needs to target me. Alright, good. Oh, so far so good. Alright, we're doing this. Mid-battle block pumping. I probably will regret that at some point, but... Ooh, alright. The problem is, of course, that it looks really good right now. But the further we get into the fight, the harder it's gonna be to... Because crushing blow works off the current HP, right? But this looks really good. I'm keeping an eye on Valkar's health all the time. Ooh, right. Sneaky Duriel, he managed to divert my attention. Alright, I guess I did it myself. I was using my battle orders and battle commands and stuff. But so far it looks really good, but you can already see his health bar was moving a lot quicker at the start. close. Right, I need to be more on top of getting on top of Daryl. Oh, I have the wrong shade. I need to have Wisdom's out, and I didn't.
Thanks.
And it's so hard to get close enough for Daryl to target me. Alright, now, maybe I should go from this side. And I'm using my full rejuves a little bit early, at like 700 or 500. I could probably go down to like 200-300, because Daryl doesn't really deal more damage than that every hit, but it's so scary at the same time. But we're gonna do a tactical retreat. Whew. To heal and just to breathe. Oh, they were poisoned too. I did not notice that. So far, so good. And I'm going here to pre-buff, so I like one less thing to do when I go back to the lair. Though we have spent a lot of the rejuves, so maybe I should consider doing more portal retreats and save the rejuves. Oh wow, he's really low. Is that all because of my... Is that all because of the bleed? No, sorry, it's not all because of the bleed, it's all because of Valkar, but did like... It felt like he was lower when we came back than when I left him. And now, I mean, now we're really kicking his ass. I shouldn't be so cocky. Oh, now I'm resummoning the Valkyrie over and over. Oh, I think I drank 2 rejuves at once there, because I fat-fingered the potion buttons. Oh, I'm just gonna run to town and do a free heal.
Hello.
Because I wanted to make double sure that I'm actually recording this, just in case I want to do something with it later, and I was. Alright, back down. So far, it's going much better than I expected. Or sorry, it's going much better than I feared. And of course, if anything, this shows you the difference Crushing Blow makes, because we didn't have Crushing Blow against Andariel. I am slowly draining my life, but it's so slow that I think it's not worth worrying about. By the way, does anyone know, minus target defense per hit, is that a monster property or a me property? Like, will Valkar have an easier time hitting Daryl because I use Malice with minus 100 monster defense per hit? Asking a question, but I'm not gonna be able to look at the answer because I'm so focused on the fight. Oh hell yeah, the easiest fight of my life. I'm gonna... Before he's dead, I'm gonna proclaim the victory. Hell yeah! Let's go! I'd like to give a special shout out to Strength and Wolfgar. And just like that, there's hope for the run again, right? And then Great Axe. What is that? I mean, the rest we're gonna have to leave. It's all rare. Nope. Nah, that's true. That's true, Mix Gamer. No TP scrolls. The one time we were hoping for Duriel to drop TP scrolls and he drops 0. That's really funny. Yeah. Does that mean we get a new rule? Yes, finally. After like 6 hours or more, maybe. It's finally time to spin the wheel again. Brain Hue. That looks awful. And it has fire damage. He rarely drops TP scrolls on his quest kill. Oh, that's right. This is the quest kill. You're saying I have to repeat him for TP scrolls.
Good evening.
Oh, big sneeze, big sneeze. Oh, another one. Actually, I'm not gonna do the TP trick when I'm strapped for portal scrolls. Oh, holy crap. Bless me. Thank me, I'm welcome. Yeah, and brain you more like brain you.
Greeting, Jared. Good evening.
Oh, I kind of looking forward to roll the mute micro at some point. Thank you for noticing. I try my best to not sneeze into your ears. All right. Well, now all of a sudden I'm starting to stall, but there's nothing to do other than spin the wheel, I guess. Let's just do it. See what we get. Please let my mercenary and my rune words be. That is all I ask for. This doesn't look good. Stop. Well, this is also terrible. Well, I would rather have this than lose the Merc, but players 6 hell doesn't feel great. Oh well, at least the mercenary is safe. That was really close, the space next to no mercenary. I mean, if this continues, or like at some point, I think players 6 in hell with a character like this, at some point I'm just not gonna be able to like take damage anymore. Players 6. Ancient's gonna be rough. Oh yeah. At least it's not players 8. Yeah. At least it's not players 8 yet. Can the mercenary do player 6? Yeah, that's the question. I mean, to be fair, bosses are gonna be super tough. But like, as long as I have Warcry, and as long as Wolfgar has strength, we can kill most things. Oh yeah, I agree, Ivan. I think A3 will be doable, but 4 and 5 is gonna be... But I think we're gonna try to... I'm not gonna say a speed run, but we're gonna try to play through this as quickly as we can. But I should go and swap to some other gear. Oh, this is perfect. I want those. And then... Stealth, probably. Well, the Valkyrie is really nice to have. And then we're going back to lore. It's interesting. I wonder how big of a deal my cold damage reduction ended up being. probably not as big as not as big a deal as I think, maybe. Let's do like this. What does the Valkyrie do? She, well, I guess I can't view the tooltip anyway, but she basically she's just another tanky summon. A distraction, if you will. But she's level... Well, now I don't have the armor anymore. She's level 15. So she does kind of tank a lot. Ooh, Thresher. Ah, 3 sockets. Well, that could be good. In case we ever go back to a Desert Merc. A 3-socketed Thresher with... I don't even know. Some cool rune word. Could be nice. I wish the Wanderer respawned just for a main place to farm me. Yeah, I mean, as awesome as it is that we finished Act 2, and I mean, Act 2, Duriel looked much more, like the Duriel kill was much more convincing than the Andariel one. But I am getting pretty worried. Wow, did you see that? I'm taking so much damage. And also, like for in this place, I can just shout and move past enemies. Though part of me kind of wants to fight because some extra experience and you know the loot potential could be pretty good. Oh, now the Valkyrie died. And now I'm using, just so I have, you know, not super bad resistances, I'm using Ancient's Pledge over Wall of the Eyeless now, which I haven't really been doing before.
I need mana.
Is there an elite? Nothing. I got 2 healing potions from using Find Item on all of those enemies. Yeah, we can do Crescent Moon, Shale Amphitheater. That's true. Though if we find a Amrune, I think I will be hard pressed to make a Duress armor first. Farm Spirit Shield. The issue is that farming a Monarch is kind of difficult. It's an elite, it's kind of rare, and then we also need 4 sockets. I guess we probably still have a summoning, not summoning, a socketing quest somewhere. I think we do. Let's see how much experience I get. A nice amount. So I think I'm gonna try to, since I am more than half of a level into my experience bar, I think I'm gonna try to fight at least most enemies at the start of the jungle. But once we level up, I'm gonna swap back to, you know, run strats and try to go through the act as quickly as possible. Oh, now he wants to fight. No, now he runs away. What a coward. Let's see if we have the spider place here. I mean, he's really grinding our enemies down. I guess I could help out by removing some, like removing their region. This is the arachnid lair, not the spider cavern, but we got a waypoint, I guess. Smack for walk, Valk. I removed my Valkyrie armor. But maybe I shouldn't have. Close call, because the spirit gives me movement speed, it gives me FCR. I guess I could be a tryhard and run around with 2 armors, like one in the inventory. But that doesn't quite sound like me. Is there a more Swedish pronunciation of the word Valkyrie? Well, Valkyr is the Swedish word for Valkyrie, I guess. Or Valkyria. The ride at Liseberg. Alright, I'm so scared for Cesark the Burning. He can basically one-shot you, because he's always cursed and always a pain in the butt. Okay, that's not Sark, Cesark. It's annoying that he keeps swapping targets. Wolfgar, I mean. Like, he starts targeting one spider, then he swaps to another. Oh, and now I'm poisoned. You know, I don't think we're gonna fight. We're just gonna ninja the quest item and go.
Good day.
Keep the extra armor in the cube. Oh, wait, yeah.
Hello.
Well, if we're gonna deposit... actually, if we're gonna deposit this, we kind of need to make space anyway, so then it works out, right? So I guess I don't need a 5-socket, or a no-socket treasure and a 3-socket treasure. I do. I might need this for when we have to farm Infinity. Spooders are scary, yeah. Well, now that I have, now we can make sure to always have a Valkyrie. Oh, here we go. And then buffer with my war price. Well, regarding tryharding, of course I try very hard in the challenges, but I meant, when I say try hard, I meant like play really well. I try really hard, but I do so by, you know, preparing and grinding and looking for, I don't know, stats like game mechanics to exploit. But yes, of course, I try very hard. When this guy is great, but maybe we need, because I don't really have any way to boost his damage. He is providing a level 1 fanaticism himself, but maybe we need Mighty Emilio and a really good stick, whatever that would be. I mean, 700 Warcry damage just tickles fetishes to death on player 6. It is kind of rough. But we don't need to fight this much. I just want to keep fighting, because if I die, I will lose so much experience. So then it makes sense to me to secure the level up when we have so much experience on this level anyway. So we're not gonna fight through all of the act. Oh, I already find potioned all bodies. I should definitely use Grim Ward more often, now that fighting looks like this. Technically, you only need to kill 2 enemies, 1 council member and Mephisto. Yeah, exactly. Oh, here he is. I was just gonna say, I don't see the boss, the mini-boss guy. If things are the same in D2R, P6 monsters are starting off with 31.25 extra base damage. Alright, significant but not extremely so. But I'm assuming they also have like triple the amount of HP, which is why everything is taking forever to kill. Thank you, Vexor. Corlic and Talic are gonna be such a pain in hell, because both have high physical resistance and they move around. Like they jump and whirlwind. I mean, it probably goes without saying, we're gonna have to try and separate them and fight them one at a time and hope to create a stalemate where where we slowly wear them down. And for that fight, we will not be able to use town portals as healing, because then you, of course, you leave the summit and you reset the fight. My friend made this build but fully geared with wizard spikes, and he speaks of the horrors of fighting Corlic. Yeah, well, I think that we're barely gonna be a Warcry Barb anymore at that point. We're gonna be a Wolfgar Barb. Wolfgar and Crushing Blow and Open Wounds Barb. Thank you, Cobroy. Have Nuclear Rabbit join you if you need a hand. I was just gonna say that's gonna be too easy, but then you added he has to spin the wheel 10 times first. All right, that seems more fair. Ooh, all right. Maybe I can level up from this pack. Oh wow, I stunned him, so lucky. I was just gonna say, I'm not sure if this is gonna be possible, but then I stunned him. And as I said before, it seems like once you stun an elite, they are easier to keep stunned than to stun them in the first place. Alright, quite lucky. Oh, perfect. Oh, Jade figurine. That's gonna be nice. Some extra free health. Going from 1613 to 1633. Or actually it's gonna be more because it's 20 base life, and then it's gonna still get boosted by my skills, right?
I need mana.
What a slug.
Good day to you, partner.
Thank you, Hotspur1, for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we are so close. I'm just gonna grind out. Ooh, I did not see a elite in that pack. Right, ooh, ding. Now we're gonna start trying to run past more enemies after this. Let's see if I can punch one down with attacks. Alright, let's move on. We are... Ooh, this is scary. Oh, at the end, very scary. But Howl helps out a lot right now. Yeah, I was going to town to heal, but also to check, am I still in the spider forest? And I was. So if I don't kill anything, I also won't get any mana potions. And that seems bad. Oh, I have 4 skill points. So what did I decide on? Do I need more damage or more survivability? I'm gonna take the coward's approach and do 50-50. But I actually think that maybe we should be battle orders maxing. I said I was gonna run more, but then I ran into this juicy pack of easy experience.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, that's true. My war cries aren't for damage anymore, they are for support. Unfortunately, I think you are spot on. So, I mean, at some point it might make sense to respec. Just to go all in on shout instead. Like shout battle orders instead of Warcry damage. Still max Warcry for the longer duration, but not all the damage synergies. Oh no, the Great Marsh. I'm going to go back and really check that there is no direct line into the player jungle. I don't think there is, but I'm not sure. It could be. On the left side, I believe. Defense is one of the most overlooked stats. I know, and even though I play, like, especially when you're kind of close to your enemy's level, which I often am, because I start over all the time and are like level 75 here. So even though I know that, I still overlook it. And even though I know I overlook it, I still undervalue it. Oh, we're back at the spider cabin. So I think we need to go through the Great Marsh, but I'm gonna check the upper left corner of this area down here, because I don't think I did. Like if I go left as soon as I can, and like maybe something over here? No? Maybe I did a pretty thorough exploration, actually. Yeah. Or maybe this looks kind of good. Oh, it's still a Great Marsh, alright. Oh, it looks like the Great Marsh is on the menu today. Ouch, 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 ouch. Not good. Well, it is what it is. At least it doesn't look like we have souls, and if we don't have souls, I actually don't mind it that much. Right? Like if it's just more flayers and zombies and the frog guys, I'm actually fine taking a detour. Would I still prefer not to? Of course. But if there were souls here, we might have had to just restart. Because we've already seen 3 enemy types: zombies, or drowned carcasses, fetishes, and bog creatures. So I think we are safe from wisps. Kind of trying to stick to the leftmost wall. Alright, and walking into the Flayer jungle. Walking into the Flayer jungle. Can we get a left turn and then the Flayer jungle? Right, left turn provided. Left turn secured. Flayer jungle. Flayer jungle. Any Flayer jungles? Alright, now we're gonna go through a, like, I forget what they're called, like by the points of interest, and then we're gonna get into the Flayer jungle. Well, the most dead end of dead ends with a waypoint. And that of course means that the waypoint isn't that useful either, right? I mean, the Great Marsh feels extra super bad because it is not always required. Sometimes you have to go through it, but sometimes it is optional. And just because of that, when you have to go through it, it feels doubly worse, doubly bad. Alright, no right turn up here. Maybe the Souls Ritual. Even my greed knows its limitations, believe it or not. And it would be so nice to have leap here as well. To jump over the... I don't think it's very likely that I need to go through a place like this, but maybe. Maybe this is where the flared jungle is. No, it's just a chest. Because sometimes, but kind of rarely, you need to go into one of the side clearings to proceed. So I need to backtrack up a little bit just to see if I missed some turn. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, so we have players +2 and then also +3. So they stack, so we are now on players 6. And it feels... I can tell that we are on player 6 when we try to fight. Right now we did get a 1 level up, but now we're just trying to move through quickly. And now we're definitely going backwards, which doesn't feel great. And now it feels like I'm going backwards. No, actually, I came from bottom left, so maybe I did the grand tour of the Great Marsh already, and now I can... maybe I'll find the flare jungle over here. So, yeah, so if I had gone immediately after entering the Great Marsh, if I had just went right away, instead of straight forward, I could have skipped it, but it is what it is. We survived. It wasn't that bad. Especially considering the no minimap rule. I'm going down now, just so I don't repeat the same mistake. I just want to make sure that I have not missed, like, the flare dungeon. Sightseeing in a mosquito-infested jungle, yeah. How do you have a Valkyrie? Sorry, I didn't see your message before. I have a Peace Rune Word. 2% chance to cast level 15 Valkyrie. And I guess I need to resummon her now, so now I can demonstrate it in action. Ooh, actually, I kind of don't like this because... Alright, this is fine. Because the flares are attacking me from afar. Using a lot of resources now. I'm just gonna fight until I summon a Valkyrie, and then we'll move on. If they're making sure I actually have the right weapon equipped. Man, I'm so on edge. I'm so concentrated because I'm cursed and surrounded. But as long as I cast Warcry often enough, it's gonna be fine. Grim War for Gal Wolfgar. Generally a good idea, but now I actually don't want the fight to end quickly because I want to summon the Valkyrie, so I don't want to make us stronger right now. Well, it didn't happen, so... But I didn't know that. Intense. Alright, we did get a waypoint at least. I'm not really feeling like going into the swampy pit for no reason. Hit rating of a potato, it looks like. Yeah, close. 36 on one switch. Or 46 on one switch. Oh, well, when I have the fanaticism aura, it's like 45. Nice. But otherwise, it's less than 40. It definitely feels like I've hit more than 50 times, so I think we're due. Well, never mind. And now I'm gonna run from that elite. Io rune. I think I have Io runes, but, well, maybe I need another one. And now I panic drank 2 potions. That's too expensive. Ooh, the ranged flayers are really annoying. The blowpipe monsters. Oh, finally. I was just gonna say, it feels like I'm having pretty bad luck with summoning my Valk. Oh right, I still have the statue, yeah. I'll try to remember to cash that in the next time I'm in town. Gonna kick the basket so Valkar can attack. Right, now we need to find Ooh, scary. Ooh, fanaticism flayers. That's kind of scary. As long as I can get in there and scare them all away, it should be fine. But you know, that's a lot of flayers. Alright, here we go. I gotta go and grab a Pepsi. This is stressing me out. Be right back. Right. They are currently doing a mango Pepsi flavor promo. And it's nasty. It sounds nasty. All right. Ooh, it's intense playing this now. Like every time it feels like the margins for error are so small, and I have great survivability between, you know, battle orders, war cry, and howl, but it feels like it feels like if I do one mistake, I'm gonna die. We'll see. Good first map. Oh, good. Hit on those guys. Oh, can I sneak through? Oh, I used the wrong... I used the wrong spell, so now I made them block the door instead of letting him through. Oh, cursed. Not very nice. Alright, we made it to level 3. The fact that I maxed Howl as a Warcry synergy is so nice. 16.6 radius is saving me now. I'm back at the beginning, alright. Dead end. I'm hugging the left wall now, so eventually I should find my way through. Should do a little bit better job of looting terrain. It works. Howl works up to level 85, right? It actually Howl works on enemies up to your level plus the Howl level, I believe. Oh, you know what? No, actually, we did find the flare jungle. I thought we didn't find any waypoints since Spider Jungle. Yes, your character level plus the skill level. So right now I'm scaring away level 96 monsters. But elites, like champions and named minions, can never be scared away. Thank you, Skiav. I'm having a great day. Hope you all are doing that as well. On a beautiful Monday. Free life. Or soon. We're getting close to 1,000 max life. Without battle orders. We had 2 IO runes already. I would be surprised if we end up needing 3 IO runes, but you never know. Trying to summon... I was just gonna say I'm trying to summon the Valkyrie again. And here we go. Let's buff her up with Battle Cry. And then just run. Going for lower crossed. Now in Hell, I definitely think that if we get low on gold, lower crossed is gonna be our best bet. Not that we can sell the loot we find from the chests, but just getting a bunch of gold drops from the chests without having to fight sounds pretty good to me. Dead end, no leap. What if we need Lam? Oh wait. Yeah, Lam rune would be sweet. Nef Lam for smoke. Or when we find Head Striker for Valkar, upgrading it to Elite. It is a little overconfident to drink Pepsi with my left hand, so I can't drink a potion quickly when running through the jungle, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Alright, starting to see some boats, some gold on the ground. That means that we are close. I don't feel like fighting a Conviction Enchanted Storm Tree. But I do feel like finding the waypoint in Lower Crust. When we got wood, I want that. And I didn't mean the jewel. When we rolled the Barbarian as our character, I felt like, oh man, that's lucky, getting such a gear-dependent character. But honestly, Howl, Warcry, and Battle Orders, I don't think any other character would have been able to keep up so well with the rules we rolled. Room. And I guess we are on players 5. We are player 6, but players 5 loot. And I hear that that is nowadays considered optimal for finding bear runes from Lower Crust. Just saying. I think I should clear LK for experience. You are right, it's only melee enemies. I haven't really thought about that before, but that is true. Well, we could consider doing it later. Now I'm just gonna try and push on.
Yes?
Are we farming for gold? Right now I don't think we're farming for anything. Hello there, hello there. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, yeah. It's funny because I have probably referenced Darkest Dungeon using that quote more times than I have played Darkest Dungeon. And I thought about this today because I saw some people talking about Darkest Dungeon. That game was fun, but a little bit too difficult for me. Could imagine how imagine painful this would be with a paladin with only defensive auras. Yeah, that's true. I guess the paladin's defensive auras are basically one of the worst trees you could get stuck with. Is it defensive auras first and then offensive auras and then combat skills? I guess you could be a heal bot, like max prayer, max meditation, and then wear cure for triple healing or double healing. I guess you can't use insight because it has fire damage. The sword would be ice only at this point. That would be tough, because I mean, Blizzard or Frozen Orb are great spells. Man, screw you, stupid healer. The ice spells are very good, but they can't really... I mean, no teleport sorceress, that would be awful. But yeah, ice is really good for damage. Cold mastery reducing the resistance is huge. Well, 5 stats. I considered ignoring the Ruined Temple, but 5 stats is 5 stats. I'm like an assassin or rogue or thief barbarian. I just run in, steal the loot, and run. Yeah, we do have... Well, the mercenary is using our only bulwark, but that has 30 life regen. So it is actually tempting to use it myself for the 30 life regen. But I think he makes better use of it right now for the lifesteal. It's a pity we'll never be able to use the incoming last wish because of the charged bolt on attack chance. Oh, too bad. Well, because of that and nothing else, I'm afraid we won't be using a last wish this challenge. Ooh, wow. Multi-shot Hierophant, or whatever they are called. Fanaticism Zealot. Well, the downside of running through everything is obviously that I use a lot of my resources and don't really gain any back. Yeah, assassin was the wrong word. Very loud for an assassin, yeah. Very rough. Not the stealthiest assassin that jumps in and shouts before stealing and running away. A bulwark is 3/4 of a minor potion at all times. Well, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound great, but I mean, it would be free healing over time. Should treat yourself to at least one slice of removing a rule, maybe next time, because this is a bit... I mean, I don't mind it as such, but I did not really think this would be like a 10 stream challenge, but it's definitely heading that way. Maybe even more, to be honest.
May this book lift the shadow from Karest.
Oh, it's only 10 minutes past 2. Nice, then we have more time to grind. You could look for a 5-socket weapon and make honor. What do you need for honor? Like Amn? A bunch of low runes and Amn, right? I check in again and suddenly we're running around with an axe on player 6. Yeah, hey Rabbit. Yeah. We have reached the point where Warcry is more of a supporting spell, and our damage comes from 1 strength and 1 malice. It's great. The Warcry is still pretty good, but you know, the mana problems combined with what I just said makes it hard to spam for every encounter. I have to sort of pick my battles, I think. Now I'm going clockwise. Am I supposed to do that, or am I supposed to start counterclockwise? Is this going to Ubers? Not a chance. Not a chance. But yeah, Mephisto, or Duriel was actually easier than Andariel. Oh, nice. Just the fact that we had some crushing blow was great. And then I had Ravenfrost and String of Ears, Wiston's Guard, and I also made the Hearth, the Cold Absorb Helm. I could tank Duriel pretty well. And then we had like 25 full rejuves and 25 TP scrolls, I guess. Nah, I'm not gonna fight that. Anything takes freaking ages to kill. But it is kind of interesting because I am level 75. So the question is, how many more enemies do I actually have to kill? I guess we're not going to level 80.
Good day.
It's so rough to kill enemies on player 6. Actually, if we want experience, maybe we can go back to Act 1. On level 75, doing Act 1 players 5 or player 6 is probably quicker experience than struggling through this place. Oh, now I don't have my Valkyrie because I reset the game. Whoops. It's fine, we can just resummon her. I'm gonna stand like this until I summon the Valkyrie. Oh, here we go. I mean, the damage is fine, but when you consider that these are normal trash mobs, it feels kind of bad. But on the other hand, they can't really do anything to me, right? So it feels alright. Okay, I rescind my words. This looks awful enough. Well, we are making progress, so I'm happy. I do not want any healers when I fight the council. They can really ruin the day. Oh. I said it. But those getting healed isn't that big of a deal, but council members getting healed, oh man, that is so annoying. Yes, that is correct. We're currently on players 6. So, I mean, imagine how it would look if we were still on players 1. Would feel like the strongest warrior. Man, he's so... Valkyrie is so fast when he triggers Burst of Speed. Oh, we have too much company. Actually, you know what? We only need to kill the bosses for the... This looks a little bit tricky.
Greetings.
I have exactly 4 potions. Oh, and I have 2 of them here. I'm trying to come up with a plan. The fact that it's lightning enchanted is kind of annoying. Or it's super annoying. Now I'm just gonna try to summon another Valkyrie. To have 1 more tank. Any moment now. Dear Valkyrie, you're free to join us anytime. Whenever you're ready. Oh, here we go. Luna. 100 strength. Oh god, the spacing is painful. Yep. Oh
Yes.
no, wait, it doesn't matter. I thought I lost my portal, but I don't actually have a portal. So here's the problem. How do I separate 2 elites from each other without leap? Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. And now we are cursed. Man, we don't really deal any damage to the melee. So I'm gonna take a gamble that the last one is the one that has the... I'm gonna take a gamble that the last one has the flail. Ah, this is a suicide mission. He's immune to physical. Alright, we're gonna reset the Travincal. That did not work out as intended. Hello DKer, I'm new to watching your Twitch. Well, welcome to my stream. It's one of the uniques, yeah. And it's a different one every time. It's random which one of them has the flail. So it's not actually the same one every time. So I will say, I'm not sure if it is the first one you kill or if it is truly random. I think it is random. But it could be the first one you kill. Oh, it's the first one. Alright, good to know. Thanks, guys. Because then it doesn't matter which one I lure out, as long as I lure out one lone elite. Alright, and here we go. I can barely magic find on player 6 with a fully decked out character. How can you do this? Well, like this, and then you can decide if this is really doing it or not. I mean, we are killing monsters eventually. Oh, 3-socket elite bow. Could maybe be useful for something at some point. I don't know what, but something. Alright, let's see if we can use howl strats. We didn't bring any of them with us. Alright, here we go. If we can bring the ice guy with us. Now we got flame finger. And I didn't quite have time to read his stats, but it looked like he was lightning enchanted again. No, only fire enchanted. Alright, that's good. He had some other pretty nasty stats, but I think lightning enchanted was basically what made last time almost impossible. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it looks like my Valkyrie has a weapon with a chance to cast amplify damage. Nice, that's pretty nice. Oh, I could have died there. Alright, one council member down, and the rest we can ignore. We have different visions of the word beautiful. Yeah, I actually thought about that when I said it out loud, and I think it's just a sign that I've played this challenge for too long. Like, it is technically possible. Beautiful. Like, technically possible is all I'm asking for right now.
Greetings.
So, I think I need to farm some potions. But I also feel like I could maybe go and smash the orb, maybe even find the waypoint. We're gonna give it a try. Actual progress. Valkyrie RNGW, yeah. I mean, it's hard to control, because, I mean, well, I guess I can just take the peace armor off. Because it would maybe be useful to keep that Valkyrie. And not, like, get another one. Ooh, get in. That turned out to be kind of scary. I'm gonna use one of my town portal scrolls.
Good day.
Well, it should be a level 1 amplify damage, right? And that's gonna last for such a short time anyway. But still pretty cool. Is this hardcore? No, it's not. And I think I've actually died once on this stream already. Or maybe I just had to save and exit. Well, we're not gonna fight the dolls with this character on players 6. Ooh, lucky level 2. Nice. Can we get a lucky waypoint? And then a lucky level 3? It looks like we're actually... Oh, here we go. No, I thought this was a waypoint. It actually looks like we might be clearing 2 acts today. Or, let me rephrase. We might attempt 2 bosses today. Because I think Mephisto is going to be a lot harder than Duriel. Because against Duriel we only needed to mitigate 2 damage types, right? Whereas against Mephisto he uses lightning, he uses poison, he uses cold, and he uses physical attacks. And I mean, his physical attacks aren't as bad as Duriel's, but they are not like nothing either. They do hurt. Well, thank you for the congratulations on my Twitch affiliate anniversary. That means that I have been streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, I guess, because I've been multi-streaming from the start, basically, for well over a year now. Pretty cool. Oh, okay, we have level 3. We have level 3, but we do not have the waypoint. We kind of need the waypoint, right? Or maybe we don't. Level 1 was so short. We don't want to come back here, do we? No, we don't want to come back. But we might have to. But even if we, like, level 1 was great, it was super short, and level 2 is not too bad, and it definitely looks like the waypoint isn't the shortest possible, like over here. Or did I maybe not check well enough? No. So I mean, we're not having a great map either way. Because from the waypoint to level 3, it's always a left turn if you're the character. So we're not gonna have a super short map either way. So I'm gonna do something questionable. Oh shoot, we got Brem with us. Things you hate to see. Alright. This went poorly really quickly, but maybe I can go to the other side. He's so fast that maybe he can lose them. It looks like we kind of succeeded. Because one of those council elites was also physical immune. This one is also physical immune. Man, it's so tough to fight 2 elites at once, but there's not that much I can do about it, right?
Good day.
Skip these guys. But am I gonna really like straight up tank Mephisto? Right. Now we're gonna walk back to the Travancore waypoint. And do a reverse town portal. Guys, I think I might be lost. Alright, here we go. And the reason I did that is because when I saw the physical immune council member find level 2 waypoint, there's a risk I have to spend a very long time finding it, and going from Travancore is pretty straightforward. But here's the thing. When I saw the physical immune council member, I thought, oh shoot, this is gonna be tough. Then I remembered this. And you know what this also means? This means that we could this means that we could moat trick Mephisto. We'll give it a try fair and square first. But I am not above moat tricking Mephisto with a bow on players 6 with that bow. But we'll see how it looks when we try to do it fair and square first, like an honest attempt. But I need a Valkyrie. Well, need is a strong word, but I want the Valkyrie. Whoops! No! Oh man, that's so awful. Man, you know what happened too? I tried pressing taunt, but I have F and G close to each other. I guess everyone has F and G close to each other, but I have taunt on F and town portal on G. Alright, let's run it back. Cursed rune word, Ghoul F in a unique bow. I figured I was never ever gonna use the Gull rune for anything, because we looked what we could make and it was not looking too impressive. But now I kind of regret it, actually. Can you moat trick without the teleport? Yeah, you can, but it is definitely, it's much harder, but you can. And one way to do it is by using teleport. Sorry, a waypoint, town portal. Man, I can't speak. One way to do it is using a town portal, but it's tricky. But you can also just run, but you need to get a little bit lucky, I would say. Am I on the right path? I might be... Now I might be lost for real. Alright. Now I am lost. I have gone too far in some direction. Mephisto time already, yeah. Good progress today. Though we're not ready for Mephisto yet. No, now I'm back here. At like the fake level 3.
Good evening.
I'm also gonna go and repair my flail. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, yeah. Is that me? Am I Sisyphus of Diablo 2? Not quite. I mean, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. At least I have some progress. I guess Sisyphus had progress as well, but no end goal in sight. You need to keep going south. Yeah, I think I went... If the whole screen is the minimap and I came in here. I think I went like this, where I should really have gone more like this. Yeah, so more south, I guess. And now I'm poisoned. Oh, but now I randomly found the waypoint, so... And then I immediately opened the town portal like a dum-dum.
Yes?
Well, it was all planned, guys. I just took a detour to grab the waypoint. But now I think I need to go like... a big loop around, so I need to go right. Like, I need to go right 3 times instead of left once, if that makes sense. No? Alright, I am officially lost. Do I need to backtrack even further? I thought it was always left of the waypoint. It is, but only as far as like the direction of the tiles are concerned. And since we already know where the level 3 is, we can sort of piece together that we need to... It's like... It's going around like a snake or a shell. But I am also a little bit lost, so I might... But it doesn't feel like there could be a left turn. I recognize the quick zombies, or the quick cadavers, so now I know we are on the right track. But unfortunately, I do not exactly know where the waypoint is from where we are now. Oh man, what a... I need to go and heal off the poison and the cursed.
Good evening.
Alright, we're gonna try to set up the same situation again. So like we open a portal here, and then we try to... No, we should bring them with us. We should try to bring them all with us over here, including Voidbringer guy. Alright, here we go. Ooh, survive. We lost our strongest soldier, but we should have gold to revive him once. So now the question is, how do I find my way back? Oh, actually, instead of going right away, if I just go like if I go like this and now right, maybe that's where the portal was. No. No. If I do the same but go like 1 or 2 rooms more and then right. No. I am so confused, man. The no minimap is really screwing with me. But this looks familiar. I think I'm walking into the same room from different angles. Just to orient myself, I'm gonna check if this is the level 3. Now I'm really lost. Oh, but this should be the waypoint, because we had to kill that enemy like a while back. Any antidotes? A thawing potion, that doesn't really help me. I can't believe I didn't die from that firewall. I can't believe I didn't die to that firewall. Well, I recognize this area. Because here's the fake out level 3. So then the waypoint should be over here. I'm sure there's someone yelling at me in chat where to go, but I can't really look up. Alright, here it is. Ooh, man. How are you gonna defeat the boss if you avoid minions? Well, the boss is just one enemy I need to take down, not
Hello.
20.
Hello there.
But here's the thing, from the waypoint now, I can't go left. I need to wrap around, but I'm not exactly sure how or where to go. But I need to like wrap around everything. And I have literally 0 healing right now. Moat tricking Mephisto, then you don't need potions. Yes. But I'm not that confident that I'll be able to. I mean, these kills are also really slow, but if you look at the experience bar, they give good experience. So if we need to farm at some point, I think going back to Act 1 is the play, because the player 6 gives so much extra experience, and you know, here we can actually kill stuff. And it's not just vampires and Urdars and the ghouls. Dolls, I mean. One full rejuve. It's a tail rune. Actually, we don't have 6 tail runes, so I might as well pick it up. All right, let's give it a try. We can, you know, fight Mephisto for, you know, try to fight him. And if I can survive for like 30 seconds without having to drink a rejuve, maybe we can consider fighting him fair and square instead of cheesing him. We'll see though. So, if I'm gonna fight him straight up, I need resistances. Part of me even wants to use Cure to heal off the poison, because his poison can really be annoying. I will lose so much from this, but maybe I think I might need the poison defense, because I only have 2 antidotes. I mean, the more I look at this, the more it feels like fighting him straight up is not even gonna be an option, right? Player 6 Mephisto, 0 resistances. I don't think I can fight him straight up. And since we're gonna have to fight, if we make it through, we're gonna have to fight Diablo straight up. So we're gonna have to figure out a legit battle plan anyway. So let's try and cheese him instead. Alright. And actually, if I'm gonna cheese Mephisto, I would actually prefer if my Valkyrie and my mercenary died. As sad as that is. So I'm actually gonna let Wolfgar die now. Oh, it worked. And now I need to be really careful, because if I walk too far here, I'm gonna trigger the other monsters. Alright, I'm gonna hold this button down now for 30 minutes. So, anyone have anything interesting to talk about? Anyone play any good games or saw any fun movies? I'm hitting more often than I feel like I should. 25% chance to hit Mephisto. And you know, not every arrow hits. Actually, it seems like all the arrows are actually hitting him. I guess he's a big boy. I assume that because he moves back and forth like this, I assumed some arrows would miss. Hell yeah, brother. This is Diablo 2, yeah. Peak gameplay. I got sunburned really bad and saw Demon Slayer this weekend. Oh, sorry about the sunburn. I'm very careful about the sun these days, but getting sunburned is so painful, because like your entire skin becomes like a sore spot. Mephisto doesn't want to live on this planet anymore either, yeah. Oh no, this is really bad. Because did you see that? Sorry, now I did everything so quickly. But did you see that when the Valkyrie was summoned at Mephisto's feet, he could all of a sudden shoot at me too? And I realized this on another playthrough where I cheesed Mephisto like this. So good thing it didn't, you know, ruin anything. But if the Valkyrie summons at Mephisto's feet, for some reason Mephisto can also target me, and it's not only that he targets the Valkyrie and like I get tagged by splash damage, he can target me. Alright, now we're back to status quo. Hi Zarfen, I'm once again here with you from Colombia. Now that I'll catch up with the previous videos, I'll have to wait for every direct lol. Alright, nice, happy to have you. There's a lot of VOD backlog for this challenge already. Do you have infinite arrows? Oh yeah, so let me explain. If you didn't see the Andariel fight, I don't have any arrows, right? So a bow is never a good idea. And actually I don't have any arrows equipped. But we found this very specific unique bow, and you see the second row of text says fires magic arrows. And that means literally the Amazon skill, Magic Arrow. And one property of Magic Arrow is it adds a little bit of damage and it converts some of your physical damage to magic damage. But another property of the skill Magic Arrow is that it doesn't consume arrows when you use it. So because I found exactly this bow, I have an infinite amount of arrows. Yeah, still no amp proc. Oh, that's true. I got the 2% chance to cast Valkyrie, but I haven't triggered amplify damage once. And now I really wish I had like Gore Riders or some source of crushing blow or open wounds on my character. Against Andariel I was switching back and forth to trigger open wounds, but I'm not sure if I dare to. Like if I hold down shift and swap my weapon, what will happen then? I can't even do it. I need to like shoot and then swap. Like shoot and then swap. I don't think it's worth it. Or maybe it's worth it. Well, the downside of this is that I have to focus. I'm gonna make sure I get it at least once. I think I would rather do it like this if I'm gonna stay here. Do you record some of your videos offline? Like the YouTube video with only set items, was that also streamed? No, actually, most of my YouTube videos are played offline. I have made YouTube videos from some streamed challenges, but most of the videos are recorded and played offline. This fight will be longer than one Silk Song speedrun. Watching Mephisto, yeah, watching paint. This is the Diablo 2 version of watching paint dry. Actually, you know what? If I was more prepared for this fight and thought about this beforehand, I would have brought a piece of tape so I could tape down the button on my mouse. Sir, more YouTube content, please. I hear you. I hear you. There will not be another 2 months before the next one, I promise you that. So this will not be on YouTube. Well, it's not that I stream some challenges and make YouTube videos of some challenges, like intentional. But I find it kind of, because my streamed challenges become so long, I end up with so much raw footage, and I find that kind of cumbersome to work with. But I haven't decided yet. It has been a pretty cool challenge though, so... Barb looks ridiculous using a bow. Yeah, especially with that big bulky armor. If he had a little bit more of a slick armor, and then, you know, the horn, and maybe he was riding on a horse, that could look pretty cool. One-shot boss. Oh yeah, the one-shot challenge is becoming a YouTube video. And that was 7 streams, I believe. Only 7 streams, but that is a lot of footage to go through and, you know, clip up and everything. But yes, that one is becoming a video, so you can look forward to that. If you, well, maybe you've already seen some of it on the stream, Bud. Balkatos is not proud of his child. Yeah, disgrace to the proud barbarian lineage. Is the one-shot killer going to Nightmare anytime soon? I'm not sure. That's a tricky one. It would be fun. But I also it feels impossible, right? Because let me explain. Nightmare Andariel is basically free. If we can kill Bale in normal, we can kill Andariel in Nightmare because she has less life and less fire resistance. But once we get to Duriel, the life starts ramping up really far again. And the problem is the Tiger Strike and the Dragon Tail, none of those have synergies, so we're not actually getting that much stronger with every level anymore. Like, we get 5 strength and like 1 point in Venom or whatever, but it doesn't really matter all that much. So if it's possible, it's gonna be so grindy. But on the other hand, people really like that challenge, and the VODs on YouTube have done really well. So yeah, I think people are really interested in watching that, you know, figuring out how to one-shot enemies. So I guess I should continue it. Stream viewer numbers are going up. This is the exciting content we know and love. Oh, really? Well, I can't really tab out to check, but that's awesome to hear. People joining and like, oh, he's about to kill Mephisto. And then after 5 minutes, they're still like, all right, well, I guess we're not killing him anytime soon. I wish I looked at what time I started the fight. And I'm sure you figured this out already, but if you click on Mephisto and hold the left mouse button down the entire time, you can do whatever with the mouse button. You can hover over here, and you can even use a shortcut on the keyboard, like press I to open the inventory, and hover over items while still shooting at Mephisto. Which is kind of nice for making videos specifically, because then I can, when I record, I can like fight Mephisto and then talk about my bow at the same time, and then something happens and there's also bow footage to talk about. Whoops. I guess I couldn't open the quest log as well. Is this where you leave the weight on the left mouse button and go for a walk? Yeah, I kind of wish that I had some tape or something to tape it down, because I want to make it, I want to secure it, you know. Well, we are doing it letter by letter. There is much more gear options in Nightmare to boost damage. Yeah, definitely. Oh, finally! Okay, let's get lots of damage, you know. Now we triggered amplified damage. Come on, hit. Oh, I triggered it again. Well, it does. All right. And it's fun that I have a little bit of cold damage from Ravenfrost, because then we can clearly see when I actually hit him and not. So like now I haven't hit him in several arrows. Alright, there we go. Oh, it did trigger earlier. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Place it under the microphone stand. I want to make it really secure, because if I don't want to mess this fight up now. Someone count the arrows. Will this amazing fight have its own video? Yeah, just 30 minutes of unedited bow barb against Mephisto. Could be a fun April 1st video, maybe. First shot taken around 250. Oh well, it looks like it's gonna be not quite half an hour then, but it's gonna be like over 20 minutes in that case. That's a bit rough. Not raw, slow motion. I'm gonna slow it down even more. Yeah, to capture all of the exciting action. How's the weather? When I started the stream, it was nice and sunny. Maybe a few clouds, but now it is very cloudy and even started to rain a little bit. Yeah, we're on players 6, so I mean, if this looks bad, it's a big part of that is because Mephisto has a lot of extra HP, because we're on player 6. Kind of weird that the bow doesn't have durability. Well, they have arrows, so I think they are already struggling, the bow. B for patience, yeah. Just so you're getting lost in the map maze and was a good lull. Thanks for all the YouTube videos. I really enjoy your content. Oh, thank you, Pokey. Hope it got drops. I appreciate it. Have you tried the treachery rune word? No. And the treachery rune word would be amazing for this challenge. Not only for when I need to pull out the bow and do this, but also for Wolf. What's his name? Sorry, I forgot our hero's name. Do you have a plan for Diablo already? Man, I kind of had a plan for Diablo. A similar plan to how we conquered Duriel. But after rolling +3 to the player setting... Wolfgar, yes, sorry for forgetting your name, Wolfgar. So back to Diablo. The problem with Diablo, as I see it, is that we could tank up on physical damage reduction and fire, and then stand within his lightning range so he doesn't hit us with the lightning, and tank it out. But on players 6, with all of that extra damage, and you know, Diablo being pretty scary, as is, I am a little bit worried. But maybe we'll have time to farm a bunch of items. So we probably need to do some farming, some kind of farming before Diablo. So I don't have a plan right now, but there are definitely things we can try. I'm gonna try to hit him with open wounds and see what that does. It's hard to see. Especially since I'm also shooting him, so let's just... We're passing 15 minutes now, hurry! Oh, are we passing 15 minutes now? Then it's gonna be over half an hour. Oh boy. Does using shouts help speed things up? Not really. Because I don't... Well, I'm not gonna click, but I don't have any passives. And I'm right now, and I'm pretty sure that +2 skills from, for example, battle command does not increase the level of the magic arrow that the bow shoots. I am pretty certain. So I don't think so. Don't forget that Wolfgar pushed that first bit of chunk damage at the start. Oh man, so it's gonna be even worse. One eternity later, yeah, the SpongeBob meme. And this time it's true, one eternity later. Spinning the wheel 2 more times. I'm actually nervous and I'm not even playing, yeah. I mean, yeah, this is super grindy and slow, and you know, pretty funny that this is what we're watching. But this is leading up to the next spin and Act 4, which is pretty exciting. Is this the first Mephisto fight? Yes. Would give farming Hell Tristram a chance. I'm a little bit worried about Griswold. He's gonna be so tanky at players 6, and he's always cursed. I'm actually thinking that maybe the pit isn't impossible after all, as long as we're a bit careful about archer packs. You use Taunt well, and then Warcry. Maybe we can do some pit farming. Or lower Crossed, but levels would also be nice. You can not fight Griswold, you know. Oh, that's true. So, but what's the point of Tristram farming? Well, I guess there are a bunch of other elites clumped close together, and Griswold is kind of slow, so you can sort of outrun him. LK is the way. Well, yeah, you did have a good point, Comadrina. If I fight through lower crossed, I get experience as well. So maybe we're gonna do lower crossed farming, but not just open the super chests. Because I've never thought about that before, that there's only melee enemies, but that actually is a appealing point for this character. So that's probably a good idea a good plan to start. Zarfen, at this speed your next upload will be before you kill Mephisto. Already halfway through. I'm glad you used the word already. It is players 1. I'm happy to say that it's players 6, so at least I can blame the player setting on the abysmal damage. Yeah, we're down to the age. It feels like just minutes ago where we were struggling with the T, and now we're already past S and I, working our way through age. We'll be done in no time. Hey Zarfen, do you want to hear a joke? I'd love to hear a joke. Oh, Mephisto. Badumtis. What did Mephisto heal? Oh, was that the... Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I don't have a counter for how many arrows I fired. That would be kind of funny though. I'm not sure how to implement it. Anti-humor, yeah. I was reading chat, so I wasn't looking at Mephisto, so I honestly got a little bit scared when you said that Mephisto healed. Are we going to do the one-hit challenge again? Yes, but no promises. But yeah, probably I should give it a try. I'm saying that I don't think I can push on much further, but I also didn't believe that I would be able to one-shot normal when I started it, so... Lord Diablo out to the river maze. Boro actually did a little bit of testing for some other challenge, and I think that Diablo actually doesn't go all the way back to the entrance of the Chaos Sanctuary. I think he has like an invisible wall where he won't go further at some point. Which I guess we could have used then. The one-shot challenge was unbelievable. Oh, thank you, glad you like it. It is becoming a edited down video at some point. And I have started editing it, but I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna be done. Mate, love your videos. Your humor is awesome. Please do more of 40-minute videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop doing videos. And I guess I understand that you wish they were coming out more frequently. So we might have a bow fight against Diablo as well. The problem is that even if I was fighting Diablo at like the exact same setup like this, I'm pretty sure that Diablo could still reach me with spells. So we are not gonna AFK Diablo. 126 arrows per minute. Then we can calculate how many thousands of arrows. What is your damage with this bow? I regret to inform you that it is 83 to 205. But every now and then we do trigger amplify damage, and we also have 75 deadly strike, which is a chance to double damage. But still not very good. Never bring a bow to a sword fight. Diablo has a wall, but doesn't it still throw spells and run around? Oh yeah, I dropped that thing I talked about. Yes, you are right. From my experience, Diablo has a wall which he won't cross, but when he comes up to the wall, he doesn't stay there. He like comes up to the wall and then backs off. So it's almost like they made sure that he was not easily cheesable. And also, yes, he still costs spells, and you know, at least his firewall and his fire nova has really, really long range. I remember still having hair when this fight started. Anyone else counting arrows? I should have prepared some fun anecdotes. If I only had known when the stream started that this was how we were gonna fight Mephisto, I would have... I should have prepared one of my YouTube videos in like another browser and put it up down here in the corner, and then we could watch it together. But this is like 40% left, maybe a little more. What is your favorite rule that you have rolled so far during this challenge? Everything's fine. That was close. Holy shit. If I lose the setup now, I'm gonna cry. My favorite challenge, for how fun the playthrough has developed, was honestly the first one. Losing combat skills at the very start of the challenge made the challenge interesting right away. Of course, it's not like my favorite in, you know, it made it harder, but I think it made it interesting right away. The rule I dislike the most is definitely the cube one, because that cut off so many interesting item options. Hold shift to stay in place, but then I need to use both hands holding down a button like statically. So every 200 arrows should trigger amp damage. More like every 50 arrows, like, right? So 2% chance, so one out of every 50 on average. You have incredible stamina. I do have 348 stamina. I'm just kidding, I understand what you're saying. How did no minimap affect your run? Some places not at all, because I kind of know which direction to go for a lot of the maps, but some places I did get lost, like here in the maze in the Durance, I actually got completely lost for short amounts of time, and that was pretty funny. Like I honestly got confused and didn't know where to go, even though I had found both the waypoint and level 3. I don't like this challenge. Well, it's only gonna get harder. Ah, that's true. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's only 50... It's only every 50 arrow if you hit every time, and I'm hitting like 25% of the time, so you were spot on. Every 200 arrows is gonna trigger it. You were spot on. Here's me thinking that I can hit my enemies. Yeah, no mercenary will be game over. Are you in Denmark? No, but close. I am in Sweden. Denmark's neighbor. I want to do this challenge when I retire. I went to rest, had a phone call with my father, bathroom, started up my computer, and Mephisto is still here. Yeah. You could probably have started your PoE playthrough while you finish Mephisto. Yeah. Yeah, true. What do you guys, those of you who have played Path of Exile to a decent amount, what do you think is a fun and interesting challenge to do in that game that's not too hard? So once this challenge is done, you want to do another one. Not the same challenge probably, but yeah. I'm gonna jump straight into another one. Hold left click the challenge. I'm actually getting a little bit tired in my right hand Because after I dropped it once and ran up to Mephisto, like I dropped the button, or like I accidentally released the button and ran up to the moat and back again. After that I got scared, so now I'm gripping my mouse really hard. Solo cell phone first. Also just play SSF's playthrough. I guess that's, yeah, I guess I don't even really know the game that well yet. Might be a bit ambitious to do a challenge right away. The walk jump scare was real, had an adrenaline spike too, Zarfen, no joke. Change fingers sometimes, I guess I could, that should be pretty safe. Oh, now I can rest my right hand. Good call, Sudi. Oh yeah, I could do SSF hardcore. That sounds tough though. I played a little bit of PoE 2 and I've died a bunch. Have you done PoE 1? I haven't done a video, I played it a little bit. Like, I think I have 70 hours in PoE 1 or something. Talking about Sweden, you look like one of the judges of Talang, but blonde. I have to check out who you're talking about. I actually don't know who's on the who are the judges are. I would use auto hotkey. Oh, smart. Batra. Oh, you think I look like David Batra? I can kind of see it. I got like 4,000 hours in PoE 1. Well, I know enough about PoE 1 that I understand it is a game you can really get, like, sink your teeth and time, I guess, into. It has some really deep systems. What thrilling gameplay is this that I stumbled upon? This is the Players 6 Hell Mephisto with the worst character ever challenge. Imagine that Diablo 2 goes down. Like, oh man, imagine if the game crashes now. Then I'm gonna cry and end the stream. We are approaching the final letter. O, T, S, I, H, P, E. And now we only have a little bit of dead air and then M. And then of course, well, this is almost the size of a letter, right? But I think we have officially been here for 30 minutes now. Thank you guys for holding out. But you will be rewarded once Mephisto is done. We are spinning the wheel again, and unless TTD jinxed me and this game crashes in the next 15 minutes or 10 minutes, we are spinning the wheel again soon. I went to make a sandwich and a cup of tea. I hope you used the microwave, none of that kettle business. Went from O to M in that time. Well, I think you spent your time perfectly in that case. If you went and had a nice snack, you were here for the start, and you'll be here for the end. Can Mephisto drop anything good? Oh yeah, Mephisto could drop really good items. Hell Mephisto can not drop every item in the game, but he can drop a lot of the good stuff. None of that heretical microwave tea. It's also a hella good sandwich. I am jealous. You should do some meth farming after this. Well, if I dedicate the entire next stream to Mephisto farming, we should be able to get 8 runs in. Or maybe 7 runs with some, you know, walking to him and stuff. Or maybe 6 runs. Mephisto will drop an Ariats, calling it now. That would be justice. Imagine if he drops Arax now. Ooh, that will be nice. Until uniques get banned, yeah. What item do you want? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, since I have to rely on cheese instead of fighting straight up, maybe I want something with crushing blow or... Oh, actually, I know exactly what I want. Scratch what I was going to say. Gore Riders. Regardless of if we fight straight up or if we fight like a coward, Gore Riders would be huge. The only thing Gore Riders isn't great for is if we end up staying as a Warcry only barb. But I mean, because then if I have Gore Riders, I have Crushing Blow and Open Wounds on the boots, and then I can maybe try and gear my weapon to being, you know, only minus... Well, I guess Malice that has Open Wounds is already has a bunch of minus defense per hit. How likely do you feel at this point that you will be able to finish the challenge? Well, I said this, I think, last stream, and I am actually... This is the first time in a long time, maybe ever, that I actually am a little bit scared, or not scared, but I'm a little bit worried that I might have to give up. And like, for every challenge, I am confident that I will be able to push through eventually. But this one, I'm actually not sure if I can beat Diablo, right? Even if I get a freebie rule for next time, and I farm 60 full rejuvenation potions, and I upgrade my resistances a bit, I'm not actually sure if I can beat player 6 Diablo. This is the side of the challenges you don't get to see on YouTube. Oh, exactly, yeah. This is what I edit out of the videos. Though, to be fair, most challenges do not spend over 40 minutes on Mephisto. But when I was a paladin and used the rogue mercenary only challenge, that had some extreme boss fights. I think, unless I remember incorrectly, I think that Hell Bale took 1 hour, a little bit over 1 hour to take down with only Amplisa. The short, all I need is a Thal rune is foreboding. Ariats, you say, yeah. Or, I mean, even Goblin toes, but Ariats, Gore Riders. Yeah, Ancients, oh man, yeah, bosses are one thing, but Ancients, yeah. Players 6 Hell Ancients with all that resistances. All those nasty random mods. But I do also have 1 or 2 respecs left. So at some point we can say, you know, we can give up on trying to deal damage with... what's it called? Warcry. And, you know, go all in on... Well, we are already all in on Howl, I guess. We could like go all in on Dexterity and become a bow barb, but I think the bow isn't good enough, actually. Let's be real, it's going to drop 2 magic items, 3 rares for a different class, and Ice and Hearts armor. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I mean, if they spawn physical immune, there's like no chance, right? I think this is a character that needs to re-roll the Ancients until I get no physical immunes, no extra strong, no fanaticism or anything like that. Barb has terrible scaling for a bow, as I recall. And also the base damage is pretty low. Maybe I could look, maybe find the runes to upgrade it, but even then I don't think it's gonna do that much damage. Yeah, exactly. Warcry doesn't count as a weapon hit, so it doesn't trigger on striking or on attack triggers. Oh, I can't upgrade it because I can't use the cube. Good point. What am I missing here? Why isn't he running out of arrows? I mentioned it at the start of the fight, but since that has been almost 40 minutes, I can't cover it again for new viewers. I found this bow, Witchwild String, and I didn't think much about it when I found it, but it has actually turned into an integral part of this barbarian. This has the stat, fires magic arrows, and that means that it literally fires the skill from the Amazon skill tree, Magic Arrow. And one of the properties of Magic Arrow is that it doesn't consume an arrow. So this would be impossible with any other bow, because I have shot thousands of arrows by now. At least, well, maybe not thousands, but several hundreds, surely more than 1,000 by now. So without this exact bow, we couldn't do this strategy, which is kind of funny. Thank you for tuning into the Mephisto Marathon. You can equip the Valk armor to summon and help with damage. Yeah, but I actually don't want to do that, because I don't know why, but if I summon the Valkyrie at Mephisto, he can all of a sudden start targeting me with spells. Like, even though he can't reach me now, if I summon Valkyrie at Mephisto, he can reach me all of a sudden as well. I bet Mephisto is just super annoyed right now. Damn, all these mosquitoes, yeah. This is literally death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 arrows. So I didn't miss much. Yeah, but I mean, don't go anywhere, guys. Soon we're about to kill him. Oh, it is several thousands. Can you walk forward a bit? Just make it a little exciting for YouTube. Oh man, sorry, not this time. Now we've officially been here for over 40 minutes. Which actually I can hardly believe. Time flies. New rule time. Yeah, and it's so funny because we're like, we're about to beat him, we're about to spin the wheel, but in reality it's gonna be like another 3 or 5 minutes. Switch to MF gear for the kill. I don't dare to. I don't dare to go to town now, because what if... Oh, that was scary. Oof. Almost had a heart attack. I was just gonna say, if I go to town now, what if Mephisto has healed back up when I come back? No joke, I've written the script for multiple acts during a fight. Well, I'm glad one of us is being productive. The Catan ring will be worth it. I mean, we can hope for the best, but it's good to temper the expectations. Super unique bosses won't heal. They do not have life regen, but if you leave the fight for too long and come back, they are back at full life. I'm not sure what the threshold is. But if you fight Mephisto, or like if you fight Bale, and then you like are halfway through and you need to go and take a break, like you go and eat lunch, when you come back, he will have full life again. It's almost like he respawns if you leave for too long. But I'm not sure exactly when that happens. And basically what I'm saying is that if I leave town and come back, maybe there has been some internal trigger. Man, I'm getting tired in my hand. That was the second slip up in like 5 minutes. Imagine if I had angered one of the minions. That's because I didn't kill anything on level 3. So just outside of screen there are elite vampire lords and elite council members which I can't fight. Alright, I gotta focus now. switch hands. Now I'm clutching the mouse with a death grip. I would rather ruin my hand than I would rather ruin my hand than lose this fight. Any day now. Quick change your keybind. Yeah, that would have been a cool idea to do before the fight. But I'm not gonna mess with anything anymore. You could have used Battle Cry to lower his defense. If I was gonna run up to him anyway, could have tried. Swedish man ruins hand by holding an object for too long. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to explain to the doctor. Why did you clutch your hand tightly for 40 minutes again? Well, Doc, it is important. Meph is getting better at dodging, it seems. Yeah, maybe because I moved, he got into another rhythm, because I agree, I miss a lot more arrows now, like they fly completely past him. But I don't want to adjust myself. Just got the word, George R.R. Martin completed the last Game of Thrones book during this fight. Alright. Look, Doctor, holding on for dear life is my job and my passion. Well, we are approaching the, like, Mephisto just has a sliver of life left moment. Speed run, yeah. What button are you holding? A left mouse button. Ace Melps Gaming. GTA 6 just got released. This is definitely one of the Mephisto fights of all time. So I mean, I'm glad we could share this moment together. This probably... Well, actually, maybe not, because, you know, someone has probably struggled like this. But this could be the world's first 45-minute Mephisto fight. A Mephisto fight, yeah. It's not much of a fight, I guess. It was faster with telekinesis. Oh man, you are right. Yeah, when I killed Mephisto with only telekinesis for that one video, that was quicker than this. I guess I've been talking a lot during this because my voice is starting to give out. Oh shoot, we're approaching the 50-minute mark. Let's see if we can do it before 50 minutes has passed. That's the new goal. But I mean, when we were over here on the health bar, it seemed barely possible, right? But here we are, can barely see the health bar anymore. And actually, I'm so glad that I have the clock on in the corner for this. If I edit this to something, that's gonna be great. All right. 10 more hits, 20 more hits. Can barely see the red line anymore. That's some intense combat, yeah. Well, for me it's pretty intense. Who's actually holding down the mouse button? Mephisto dies in shame, yeah. Alright. Any moment now. Well, I'm not hitting him much right now. Alright, now I'm hitting him again. Let's go! Sub 50-minute Mephisto kill. You saw it here first. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rares. Which I can't use, but of course, the ultimate reward. Oh, and here's Wolfgar, my fallen brother. Holy shit. I can confidently say that I have never had a grindier Mephisto fight. Ooh. Yeah, not a single set and unique. So, another meth run. I'm happy that you called that a run. Oh man, yeah, I did forget the super chest or just ignored it. I was like, I need to go to Act 4, what in case something happens. I need to hit the portal ASAP. I did hit both the weapon and the armor rack actually. I found a destroyer helm from the armor rack, and I don't remember what I got from the weapon rack. Alright, let's celebrate by making the challenge harder. Right? Let's celebrate by making it even harder. I think we are so due for a no crafted gear or something easy. Right, let's just rip the band-aid. What's gonna happen's what's gonna happen, regardless. Well, we're not getting no crafted gear. It is probably going past rune words. Ooh. Well... Well... That sucks. But this option was between no rune words and no mercenary. And of course, I would much rather drop 6 pieces of gear than drop my mercenary or all rune words. But that is rough. That is rough. 6 pieces of gear. Who put that on the wheel? I did. All right. I guess I should revive our buddy for this. And this time I'm gonna make sure to not make a mistake. So... Oh, actually, you can't see this. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, how do I show you this then? Hold on. Alright, here we go. How can I make this full screen? Alright, here we go. Main view display. So here I numbered all of the items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, now I realize a mistake. I guess I numbered the bow twice, but alright, if I roll a 6, I re-roll, alright? Because now I numbered the bow twice. So if I roll a 6, we re-roll. So we have 16 gear slots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Checks out. Sorry, inventory. Yeah. What about the items in the stash? Oh, well, it's... did I write 6 items? I meant 6 pieces of gear. So how do I roll all of these numbers in a quick and easy way? I guess I have to do the good old random number generator Google. What did I do now? This doesn't look great. How do I... Well, now I'm gonna mess up the wheel settings. Right, but here we have Google random number generator. 8. I'm gonna write this down. So first we have 8, then we have 7, then we have 2. Oh, 2 is bulwark, isn't it? 5, 11, and 10. Ooh. Just clicking this a bunch of times made me realize that maybe 6 items was a little much. Alright, and now I need to... This was a lot harder to fix than I thought. Alright, so we're dropping number 8. Alright, not that big of a deal. Number 7. No, my lore. Alright, lore is pretty easy to remake, but... Number 2, bulwark. That sucks. But I think that as long as we find another helm, and we don't have any 3-socket helms, I believe, we should be able to remake this. But this is a big downgrade to Wolfgar. 5 is... No, 5 is my bow! Oh... Goodbye, Witchwell String. You really carried the run for a while. I wouldn't be here without you, and I mean that literally. Goodbye. 11. My ring. And 10. Ooh, not Magnus skin. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least I kept both of these. But holy crap, what a gimped character I am right now. Well, if we were unsure whether or not we needed to farm before taking on Act 4, now I think it's safe to say that we definitely have to. Yeah, the bow, that hurts. Carry the run for 48 minutes. Well, we also defeated Andariel with the bow, right?
Hello.
So we don't have another shale right now, unless I'm blind. And I am. All right, so we have shale, we have Sol, we have IO, so we can remake it. But I don't have another helm right now with sockets. I don't have another ring. I look so naked. I don't have another amulet. This is the second lore I lose to, which is kind of funny. And I don't have enough stats to equip this. I guess Wolfgar can have that for now. And I guess I'm putting these back on. Alright, so I'm missing a ring and an amulet. So I'm not fully geared anymore, but it's fine. So I foresee some countess farming in our future. No, oh yeah, actually, scratch that. Yeah, huge LK farming session next time. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, the fact that you had to give up the bow after that fight is so cruel. Yeah, the bow did everything. It carried us so hard, only to get ripped from our hands. I guess it is Diablo who's you know, like influencing the wheel after all. Trying to create a funny... Well, not you, Wolfgar. Like a funny screenshot. Alright. I'm super happy the bow is gone. It wasted 30 minutes of our lives. Well, I regret to inform you that the alternative would have been to spend 2 hours preparing. Oh man. Out of curiosity, what webcam do you use? I think it's one of the pretty common ones. Logitech C920, I think. The one that was really popular some years ago. Tier it Solco, bow next. C920, yeah, that's the one, I think. Alright, this was rough, guys, and I need to end the stream and go do some real life stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Believe it or not, I had a blast. I think it was a lot of fun, and that is a stream that includes 40 minutes of taking down Duriel with a bow. I think Kumadrin is onto something. I think we need to go to Lower Korast next time. We didn't... I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that losing this gear hit us that bad, except for Witch Wild String being such a good cheese enabler. But we'll see. I'm gonna save and exit the game just so you know that I'm not keeping the gear in secret. And actually, yeah, right. There won't be a stream on Friday, unfortunately. I cannot stream on Friday, so there might maybe another stream later this week. Maybe we'll be back on Monday. Either way, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you the next time poor random guy and poor Wolfgar tries to take on Act 4 of Hell. Alright, see you around.